Right, so many people masturbate, especially the men, because of inferiority complex. What do I mean? The men masturbate because of inferiority complex in the sense that some of these guys that are feminine in nature, I'm not talking about homosexuals, I'm talking about feminine guys, all right? Because a homosexual are young men who do not have testosterone, rather progesterone, okay? Testosterone is a feeling of a guy, the feelings guys have towards girls, while progesterone is the feeling girls have towards guys. So, but some guys don't have testosterone, they have progesterone. That means some guys have feelings towards their fellow guy, and that's what makes them homosexual. But I'm talking about feminine young men. They are young men, but they behave somehow like women. So some of them are so inferiority complex, feel that they can hardly talk to a girl, all right, but they feel like having sex. They know what is sex, they want to have it, but they cannot talk to anybody. So when it happens that they cannot talk to any girl, it will lure them into looking for a way to masturbate. So that's one of the reasons you masturbate, all right, because you feel you're so inferior. Who is going to accept me? What if I talk to her and she doesn't accept? And let me say this to young men: if you're a sex person, remember you've grown, you're a sex person. So I'm not talking about stopping you from being a sex person, but I'm only teaching you to be safe. So if you're a sex person already, you don't you don't think of what a girl will tell you when you say, I want to have sex with you, or I want to roll with you, or I want to be your friend. Okay? If you say it to a girl and she insults you, accept it. That's one of the sacrifices you pay for asking out. Alright? So if you ask it and the girl messes you up, or fucks you up, you walk away until you get someone who needs it the way you need it. Then you've gotten a sex mate. Alright, even though it's not good, but I still have to teach you. So you don't have to or need to feel inferior, approaching a girl. You never can tell. You can hook up someone who needs it more than you, sir. So when you feel so inferior to talk to a young girl about it, you are left with no option than to masturbate. All right. So you now see yourself master. These are reasons. Or for the girls, some of these girls that are too ugly, or they have some, you know, there are some girls who are very ugly, very ugly. I'm not talking about ugly in face because men don't care about facial ugliness. They looked at the breast and the boob. Okay. Now you don't have breast, you don't have boob, you don't have shape. I know some of these girls like that. So they look irritating. So no man approaches them for sex. Because one thing with men is that men are enticed by the eye first before they move. So if you look in a way that you think no one moves for you, no one comes for you, no one asks you out, and anytime you want to ask a guy for it, they insult you, or they come close, mesmerize you, dump you because you ask for it first. These are things that lead a lady into masturbation. Maybe they start looking for their fellow lady. That is why most of these lesbians, they don't have breasts. They look masculine. So they say fuck men because they think men don't want them. But no, that's not the issue. Okay, these are the reasons. And for a girl, if it happens that this is how you are, because you don't blame God for creating you that way. So if it happens that this is how you are, you just have to live your life, enjoy your life, okay? Make friends. If possible, don't ask for sex, but make friends. Make friends, be free with friends. If it happens that you finally get a sex mate, then you can continue enjoying your life with it. But don't just go in making friends, okay?